students, today I am going to discuss the topic of integrated grammar. In your exams, you will get one question on integrated grammar this session, and it will be of 10 marks, where three type of questions will be given to you: editing, reordering of jumble words, and third is gap filling. First of all, we have to understand what is integrated grammar. In integrated grammar, all aspects of grammar like tenses, modals, articles, prepositions, conjunctions, active and passive voice, reported speech are tested. It is tested in the form of three types of questions: rearrangement of jumble words or sentence reordering, editing, gap filling exercises. Now, first of all, we take rearrangement of jumble words or sentence reordering. There are certain rules which are to be followed while doing jumble sentences. First of all, when the jumble words are given to you, first of all try to identify subject or doer of the action, the one who is doing the action. It is usually a noun or pronoun. Suppose these jumble words are given to you: a special, child, life, in every, teachers, hold, praise, some, affectionate, who are. First of all, we find that teachers and place are noun words, but we cannot start the sentence with place. It is not forming a meaningful sentence. So we'll start it with the word teachers. It is also a subject here. Next, we will identify pre-modifier or post-modifiers. Pre-modifiers are the words which are written before noun, or post-modifiers are the words which comes after the noun word, noun or pronoun words. Pre-modifiers can be articles, determiners or adjectives. We will try to join with it with a noun in such a way that it forms a meaningful noun phrase. Now the same sentence, pre-modifier word is some. We'll keep some word some before the teachers, so now it will become some teachers. Thereafter we will identify post-modifier in the sentence. Here post modifier word is who are affectionate. So we'll put it after the noun teachers. Teacher is a subject which is a noun word. Some is pre-modifier, and who are affectionate phrase is the post modifier. So in this way a construction is made. Now we comes to next point. We will try to identify helping verb, which can be is, are, am, was, were, has, have, had. A modal verb like may, might, can, could, should, ought to, need. And it can be a past participle also. In this case, it is a past participle, and this word is hold. It is the second form of the word held. Second form of the word held is hold. So we identify the word, and it is hold now. Thereafter comes, sometimes we have an introductory subject like there or it. Suppose the sentences, jumble words are like this: some, teachers, their, affectionate, are, very, who. So here we'll start the sentence with the word there. It is introductory subject that you have to find from the sentence. After identifying subject, verb, we come to the object. We'll try to identify object in the sentence. It can be indirect or direct. Indirect object is usually a living thing, and direct object is a non-living thing. In this case, when we identify the object, the word comes out is special place, because we have written some teachers hold a, and we'll say special place. Some teachers who are affectionate hold a special place. Thereafter we will identify adverbs. Adverbs are of many types. Adverbs can be of manner, number, place, frequency, time. Sometimes there can be more than two adverbs. We have to arrange them in such a way that it forms meaningful sentence. To identify adverbs, we have to ask question. You have to ask question yourself: where, how, why, when, how many. The word in the sentence which answers where is, it is adverb of place. The word which answers how is adverb of manner. The word which answers why is adverb of reason. And the word which answers when is adverb of time. The word which answers how many times is adverb of frequency. We will ask question now, where some teachers hold a special place, and the word which gives the answer is, or the phrase which gives the answer is, in every child's